Hello, this is Bad Art with Mermanda, where we purposely do just like stream of consciousness, like bad art, in order to get to our creative side. Because I firmly believe that you have to create bad art before you create good art. And if you're afraid of creating bad art, you're never gonna get to that good art. So let's purposely do the bad art and get to our good art. Eventually. No pressure. That's the whole point of this. No pressure. So we're gonna start out. It's just kind of like stream of consciousness. Like, what am I gonna? I don't know. I'm feeling like doing a big old that, like spiral thing. I've been practicing filigree. I mean, not very hard, but I like scroll style filigree. Hopefully you can see this. I can't. Okay. I'm gonna have to figure out the lighting on this like better because it doesn't look very bright. Looks like there's a big shadow where my phone is. I'll figure it out eventually. Okay. So, yeah, I've been practicing filigree. So like that's I feel like that's kind of just where my mind wants to go. Not on purpose though. I don't want to make this the whole thing like just like one big filigree. So I'm going to stop there. All right. So, I find myself like judging what I'm doing, kind of like, oh, should I do this? Should I do this? That's not what this is about. We're not judging. We're not looking at what we're doing, like, what is this? We're just making shapes on a page. We're just going where we want to go. And I'm judging again, so I'm just gonna mess up this whole spiral because I'm like, this spiral, it was all about the spiral for me just now. I just made a giant spiral in the middle of my paper and then I was gonna just do nothing to it because I didn't want to mess it up. But now I've gone and messed it up. Sort of. Bye. Okay. Now I'm just doing kind of squiggles. I don't know if it's the point to like make something of this or what, but I I mean, I kind of don't think so. I think very the very first thing I did, even though I said no pressure, was to put pressure on myself to make something cool. And that's not what this is about. This is about creative zoomies. This is about breaking through a block of ice that is your creative block. We're just breaking through a block of ice here. And to do that, we don't know exactly what needs to be done. You've got this big block of ice. You don't know how to get through it, so you're just going to start chipping away at it. You're just going to start, I don't know, doing stuff on a page. And you're saying this block of ice is not going to look good. It's going to look and that's the point, and that's what we want. Say this block of ice is gonna suck. Good. I would prefer it that way. I would prefer it that way. I mean, genuinely, I don't know where I can go from here. I fully just did that with the circle, or with the spiral in the middle. I mean, I think I was hoping that I would make something cool, like secretly hoping, and that's just not what's happening. I have to let it go now. I have to keep going. Or do I? I don't know. I guess there aren't any rules. I mean, I am going to keep going. Because when people get too many tattoos, they start just doing blackout tattoos. I feel like that's kind of what's about to happen here. I'm just gonna graphite the whole page. I call this creative zoomies, where you just like, sometimes you just want to scribble. You just want to scribble on a page, and you have to let yourself just do that. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just want to scribble. I don't know how many other people want to scribble. Me. Sometimes I get frustrated and just go. My tip broke. Well, mechanical pencils kind of suck. I mean, they're fine when you're doing like conventional art, but when you're scribbling, but I'll tell you what though, it feels good to scribble. It feels good to just let yourself do that. Oh my gosh, that's really annoying. Is my tip going inside, or am I just wearing it down? Literally blackout tattoos. Like that's that's just what I've chosen to do today, I guess. You guys ever see those old-timey photos of people with tattoos? I love it. I think it's so cool. There's one in particular. I saw it at like a flea market or something. This woman, like, she's just covered in tattoos, like an old timey woman. I think she was in the circus or something. Dude, if that's all it took back then, I for real would have gotten tattooed and gone to the circus. I think that's awesome. Just feels good to just do something with a pencil. Especially because I've been trying to do this like series of 100 roses because I'm terrible at drawing roses. I used to be terrible at drawing roses. I'm not that bad anymore because I've done about 20 roses. But the thing is, now it's difficult for me to come up with something like creatively, something that's like, um, what the heck? Oh my gosh, oh, actually, I might have made it better. Maybe. Okay. Um, yeah, so because I've been like trying to practice like filigree and roses and um stuff like that because I genuinely I want to get better at it. I've been kind of like when it comes to just creative like from memory um this is driving me crazy here. Okay, good. Just like creative, like from memory, from imagination drawing. It hasn't been like I just haven't been as creative. Like I feel like I need something in front of me to look at in order to draw. And I definitely haven't felt like painting, but that's a whole other story. That's I moved everything to the basement um so my cousin could come stay with us. And then I just like did nothing for a very long time because turns out I just don't feel like being in the basement. And so now that she's moved out, I don't know. I've been like slowly moving my stuff back up to my spare room, and I think I need some sort of like organizing. Something like in which to put my paints, something in which to put my canvas, because before it was so messy in here. Like I had just everything like scattered around, like in like those totes, like tubs kind of thing. Those plastic things. Look at my hand. I love it. I love it. Um and now I just like I don't know. I was at TJ Maxx the one day and I saw I mean, like a year ago, so I don't know if they still have them. But I saw like I was in the bathroom section and there was like this like thing for laundry. It was like, and then I think it had wheels down here, but it was like rectangular like that. And I'm like, I could put canvas in here. The filigree has really ruined me. I just want to draw like scroll spirals. But yeah, so there's that, and then like those shower. It was like kind of like a standalone shower caddy because most of them like go over the shower head, but this one was like shelves, like tiers of them. Now we're going into the really dark spot, so I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I could just start over, but I don't want to. I just want to color stuff black. I want to do blackout tattoos, not in real life. I don't really understand them in real life. Like, why would you choose that over cool tattoos? Eh, I need to get real pencils. I'm thinking of getting Blackwing pencils. I really like the way they look. I've heard that they're overpriced, but they're good. So yeah, it looked like this, and then it had like things coming down so that it could stand alone. So I could put my canvas in here, my paints in here. Ah, that's such a great idea, I feel like. Get. I really like that. And then I want to get like a rug. A big. I want to get like a pretty rug though. But rugs are very expensive, and I don't want to spend that much on a rug. Unless, like, until I get a house. I don't want to. That's the thing. I don't want to spend much on anything until I get a house. These two, they're not expensive. I'm just gonna go see if they're still there. Wish I would have bought them at the time. That's how it goes at TJ Maxx. Because for like a year, I have not stopped thinking about them. I'm actually literally just having fun just coloring. I mean, coloring. Like, I'm having fun blacking out everything. I don't know, sometimes, literally, sometimes you just want to scribble. So that's the point here. Like, that's the thing. Let yourself just scribble. Let yourself just color the page black. Sometimes you just need to do that. And you just need to look like crappy art. Like, you just need to make crappy art. Like, make crappy art because it's fun. And, like, what's the point of all of this anyway, right? What's the point? Just scribble. I mean, the point is, like, for me, making a lot of art, like, for, like, not a lot of art, but, like, for me, a lot of making art is, like, having this skill and enjoying it, wanting to get better at it, wanting to go deeper into it, like, deeper and deeper into it. I feel like us and our consciousness is a deep ocean, and all of this like drama that we feel is just the surface. It's just like the torrid surface, or the torrent surface. The storms and the waves. But I want to get down to the dark depths. I want to be a lanternfish, except a bigger one. I guess I want to be like, I want to be a giant squid with lights. Can they see down there? I guess. I don't know. I think that the point is being able to feel in the dark. Yeah, you get like super sensitive to yourself, and you go down in the dark, and you can't see anything like you would at the surface. You just have to feel it. You have to feel it. And art helps us to do that. Maybe. It's also just pretty to look at. But I feel like even the pretty ones to look at, it's just like you have to find something within yourself. You can't be on the surface. Like, you still have to, I don't know. Well, I guess, yeah, like with the roses and stuff, the filigree and the roses, it's what I'm feeling right now. It's what I'm feeling drawn to. Mainly because I want to get a house and just have a rose garden. My husband and I are traveling soon, and there's a rose garden where we're going, and I'm like, I can't wait to look at it. I don't feel like I was ever into roses before. I don't know that I ever really cared that much about them, but like a few years ago, just something clicked and I just was obsessed with roses. I got a rose bush. I got two rose bushes, and then I found out how to propagate roses. Sort of. I did this year. Well, I killed all my rose bushes because they were in pots because I don't have a house, so they're not buried anywhere. And I put them down in my basement and I had lights. I wish I would have just left them outside because the lights that I had in the basement kept dying. I don't know if that was what killed them. I don't know. They'd get like too wet and then too dry. Really wish I would have just left them outside. All my other plants I left outside and they came back fine. Even some plants that are not supposed to be perennials. I just kind of like, I have like a lot of weeds in there because I don't know what's going to flower and what's not. But also, like, a bunch of these other plants came up, and I was like, what are these? What are these? And I took a picture with my iPhone and it said they were basil. Like, it kept saying they were basil. Turns out they are, I don't know what the real term is for them, but like, uh, on the tag I got from them like a couple years ago, it said they were Indian paintbrushes. So that's really cool. And I found that plastic domes are the key, or just like humidity domes. They're the key to growing everything, really. All right. Just kind of having fun, just Doing whatever. Just knowing that I don't have to do anything. Do you guys believe in aliens? Let's start discussions about aliens in the comments. I thought I believed in them, but I don't know. I don't know. When I was listening to a lot of podcasts about aliens, I thought I believed in them. But I haven't been listening to those podcasts because I got a different job and I can't like really be listening to podcasts. Um and now that I'm like not so immersed in that world, I'm like, is it real? There are some things I know are real because of my experiences, not with aliens. I've never had an alien encounter. Kind of don't think I want one. They don't sound pleasant. And the thing is, now with AI, like, you don't know what's real. So somebody showed me a picture of an alien. Like, there's no way I'd believe it now unless I saw it physically in real life moving and talking to me. And again, I don't really want to. I want to know about people's dreams. I've heard some people saying, like, I don't know if it's a joke or what, but like, some people are like, I don't care about people's dreams. I do. I do. Tell me your dreams. I want to know. Like, what are you dreaming about? Was it weird? Has it come true? Mm. Now I kind of have reached this, like, sort of peaceful state. I don't know that I'd quite call it flow state. Mainly because I have already covered up all of my page and I'm like not sure what to do now. I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe it is a little bit a flow state, just doing like repetitive circles, like scribbling and then circles. put on a perfume this morning. I can't tell if I like it or not. Kind of the only perfume I want to wear is um Amber Paste by Kumba Made. But I'm afraid of becoming nose blind to it. And I want to branch out, but there's like something in other perfumes that I don't really like. Doesn't make it as enjoyable to wear. But Amber Paste is kind of like when I was a kid going to my grandparents' church. The building was old and it wasn't very big, but it was really pretty inside and outside, honestly. It was like stone on the outside, and on the inside, it was wood. I think there was wood everywhere. And it smelled, I think maybe because of the incense or candles. Did we light incense there? I don't think so. But the wood was sweet smelling. And I don't know, there was just something about it that was just, it smelled so good. I don't really go to church now, but if I lived there, I might go to that church. I'm not wildly religious. I think that all religions kind of touch on something. I used to like to study religions, like all different kinds, and then I realized that they all do touch on something. Kind of became a Buddhist for a little bit, and even I worked at a place where I took care of a woman, and we would go to church or to Bible study, and the pastor, who was amazing, he was so good. He his stories and the things he was teaching reminded me of different tenets of Buddhism. Obviously not all of it. And definitely not the way like Christian nationalism is. That's the thing. I think I've got this bad taste in my mouth because of what a lot of religions have done to people, oppressing people, allowing people somehow, even though it's not at all what's in the Bible or anything like that, allowing people to think that they're better than other people in any way. And I actually know people who don't even need a Bible to make them feel that way. They don't need a Bible or Christianity, they think. In their case, a little humbleness, humility might do them good. It's just frustrating how people see each other and treat each other. I don't understand it. It's like they don't see the bigger picture. Which is basically that my soul doesn't have a color. My soul doesn't have a place on earth that it's from because it's been everywhere. I don't know. I've never understood people saying, oh, I was born in America and I'm better than whatever else. Or I was born here, I was born anywhere, like not just America. Like people who have that, like, I mean, I guess it's nice to be prideful in some ways. It's nice to like take pride in who you are, and it's fun to like trace the lineage of this body, this incarnation. But like that's not who I am. And therefore to hate other people because they're not of some lineage that you would prefer. I I it's wild. It's wild, but that's how things play out on earth. Should I just keep going with this? I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I'm going back to like regular pencils. My pencil sharpener and my pencil sharpener jar. Look at my hand. That's beautiful. Okay, that shows that you've worked. You've arted. I arted today. I gotta go rinse this off, drink some coffee, go to work. It's even on my my arm. All right. Bye.